You can indeed be like a native speaker by thinking. It sounds a bit unreal, but it's gonna work. But before I get into that, let's do a quick introduction. Hey, it's Arta, I'm 18, I live in Iran, or Iran, whatever you wanna call it. And I've been studying English for some years. I started to see a decent improvement in my ability to speak English. And you might be wondering, oh, how can I see proof of it? Well, I have a degree from IELTS speaking exam. I scored 8 in the speaking section. It boosts my self-esteem. And that's the reason that I want to talk about how to sound like a native in any language that you desire. As far as I'm concerned, there are two main misconceptions about learning English. First of all, is reading. Just think of how did you learn your mother tongue? Have you read something or you just knew how to speak from your subconscious mind? Reading is not going to improve your speaking ability. It's just going to affect your vocabulary and your comprehension. There are so many books out there. I highly recommend not to waste your money on those books. Instead, you can watch movies, listen to some music in order to enhance your English ability. And the second one is application. You see some applications that are out there and they're advertising that you can talk to natives, you can chat with them to have a better understanding of the language. But to be honest, I give a shot to all those applications and people who are using them are not actually trying to learn something onto those websites and applications. They're actually trying to find friends or go on a date and these kind of things. So stop using that. Finally, the reason that you clicked on this video, I want to tell you how to think and be able to speak English. You might be wondering, oh, how it's gonna work? It is gonna work. This is a way that I learned how I can do it. Just put yourself in a place that I'm thinking constantly during the day. So what should I try thinking in the language that I'm trying to learn? Think that you're waking up in the morning, you're thinking in your mind in your own language that, oh, what I'm going to eat for breakfast? What are my plans for today? When you start accumulating these thoughts and convert them into the language that you want to learn, inadvertently it will improve your speaking without actually speaking. If you're just not confident enough to talk to somebody else at your home or with a native friend or with somebody that you know, you're just shy, you don't want to talk, any reason, you can think. I guarantee that it's gonna work. You might have heard of the book Think and Grow Rich. It's exactly the same way. You're gonna think and become a native. It's not gonna work until you try it out. You have to do it at least for a month, for a year. I don't know how much time you need to do, but as soon as you start doing, you're gonna see improvements. And one of the best features of this way is you can do it anywhere. Nobody's gonna notice. When you're watching a film and they're talking in your own native language, you can just think of the language that you want to learn. Translate the dialogues that the actors are saying into the language that you want to learn. So, start doing it for at least a month, and after you did it, come back to this video, tell me in the comment how does that work. Since I remember, I was going to English classes for many years, and while everybody was taking notes, doing homeworks, I was just listening to the teacher, what he says, how he talks, and I could have speak much better than all these students in the class by far. And the teachers were proud of me all the time, and one of them said, go take part in an IELTS exam, take a degree, stop wasting your time going to classes. I know you can do it. So I started preparing myself for giving an actual exam, and the only part that I was confident enough for doing it was the speaking section, because it was easier for me to do and I scored higher than any other ability in that section. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.
Big cheese, no design on my jacket. Work hard and I'm changing my bracket. Talk tough, we ain't hear that racket. Guys came in, you know how to stack it. Take it wrong, but I'ma need my ends though. I got tigers on my chest like Kenzo. Rail came, yeah, he putting that Benz though. Carol's here, man, you know you stay 10 toes.